Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you're new here, welcome to PADDY Gang as always, and to my OG subscribers, Wagwan, what's poppin', how y'all been? Quick disclaimer by the way guys, I'm not talking loudly or with like too much energy because it's currently 2 AM and the idea to film this video came to me about 20 minutes ago, so everyone's sleeping and there's babies sleeping in the house, so you know, you're gonna have to excuse. I'm just gonna speak quietly and soothingly throughout this video. And it has been so long since I've just sat down and just spoken to you guys, and I've proper missed doing these kind of videos, and I know you lot have as well, because I've gotten so many messages off people saying like, Patrick, we miss the old sit down videos, we miss the old challenges, we miss the pranks, the prank calls and this and that, etc. I did those videos so much. You just want to keep things fresh and you want to do new things, so you know, there was a lot of different kind of content on my channel that I was just trying out. So first and foremost, I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone's had a good end of year. I'm always a deep thinker, and I think like towards the end of the year everyone always just reflects on the previous year, how things have done, what they've achieved, etc. And I actually got this idea from Grace Fit UK, so shout out Grace Fit. I learned a lot in that video, so make sure you go check out that video if you haven't already. This video is basically a summary of what 2018 has taught me, the 10 things that I've learned from this year. It gets a little bit deep, but you know, ride with me, and I want you guys to comment below one thing minimum and 3 things maximum that 2018 has taught you guys. So comment below. I want to hear what you guys have been through as well, because I feel like it's like we all learn different things from each other's experiences, you get me? I hope you lot don't mind. Before I get into the video, I'm going to crack one of these bad boys open, because you know, it's that time of year where any excuse to drink, and plus this might get a little bit too deep, so I need a bit of now let's get cracking. Oh, I'm gonna read this off my phone by the way, because I wrote them all down. You have the power to manifest anything into reality. Like, I truly believe if you want to make something happen and you truly believe in it and you work hard enough and you properly apply yourself, you can make anything, absolutely anything, a reality. Now when I say anything, quick disclaimer, I don't mean that, you know, you can fly into the sun and become Superman. I mean, you know, if you have like a big goal or an ambition or a dream of something that you've always wanted to do, and you apply the proper steps to get there, and you know, research, learn as much as you can about how to get there, speak to as many different people as you can on how to get there, people who are there already, and you proper believe in it and you push yourself, I think everyone has the power to make things into a reality. If you work hard and you work smart, I truly believe you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. Sometimes things do work against you, and sometimes things may not happen the way you want them to, but if you are persistent enough and you're consistent enough and you are driven enough, I proper think you can get there. I mean, obviously you may have like a massive goal that need, you know, smaller goals and smaller steps, or some things may take longer than others to achieve, but honestly I genuinely believe if you believe in something hard enough, if you believe in something strongly enough and you proper work hard enough and smartly enough, you can get to wherever you want to be. I would say number 2 is make sure you have a good support system around you. There's nothing like having, like what the phrase is, you are who you surround yourself with, yeah? So if you are surrounded with people who are good, who are positive, who are driven, who are ambitious, who are spiritual, people who are really good all-rounders, you know, people that can keep you balanced and, you know, tell you when you're wrong, or support you when you need support, or, you know, encourage you and clap for you when you're doing things well. These people are crucial. Like, they can make or break the things that you put into place in your life. There was a time in my life where I didn't have the best of people around me, and I wasn't happy. Like, I'd convinced myself or thought that I was, but I wasn't happy at all. And now I'm in a place where I have the best people around me, not just family. The circle that I have around me are incredible. Like, they're a real power circle from a creative perspective, from a business perspective, from an emotional perspective, from, you know, just an all round ways. The people that I have in my life right now I am so thankful and so blessed. I appreciate them to the world and back. These are people that understand how I work, I understand how they work, and every single one of them are there for me in different ways. And it's good to have different people in your life for different things. I have friends who are incredible at emotional support, and I know that when I need, you know, that kind of support, one phone call away and they're able to give me the kind of support that I need. I know people who are incredible at inspiring me. So if I'm in a bit of a creative rut, they know how to, you know, get me going again. If I need advice on business, if I need advice on spiritual things, if I need advice on life, if I need advice on etc. From my family to my friends, like every single one of them are incredible, and they fill in all the gaps that I have, you know. And also the support system that I have in terms of my subscribers, I genuinely appreciate you guys to the world and back. All the incredibly supportive messages you've sent me, you know, when Mads and I split up, all the incredibly supportive messages you sent me about certain videos that I uploaded, all the messages that you've sent me about different points in my life, or just the message to be nice, just saying I love your videos, oh my god, keep doing this, keep doing that, I love this about your videos, I love that about your videos. I appreciate every single one of you, everyone that's pressed subscribe, everyone that watches, everyone that sends me messages. You lot, you lot are my G's. You lot are part of the support system that I'm talking about. And you know, I wouldn't be where I am without you. Facts on facts. I would not be who I am today without the support that you guys give me. So thank you so much. This one's for you lot, you know, have a shot on me. Okay, number 3, bit of a deep one. Nothing lasts forever. That's what 2018 has taught me, and this is something that I kind of knew anyway. It can be relationships, it can be friendships, it can be businesses, it can be projects, it can be a bout of depression, it can be, you know, a bout of joy, it could be anything you're going through. Nothing ever lasts, you know, it doesn't last forever. If there's a lot of bad things that seem like it's just constantly happening in your life, it doesn't last forever. It will eventually stop. Pain never lasts. Happiness doesn't last forever either, unfortunately. Say it's a business, or let's say it's just something that's so important to someone in their life, and in their minds they can't imagine what it would be like not to have that thing. I feel like that's such a dangerous thing, because if that thing did go away, you kind of wouldn't know how to function without it. So if you already have it in your head that, you know, I love this thing, it's incredible, but there's a potential that it may not be here tomorrow, there's a potential it may not be here in a year, in 10 years time, then you're kind of already mentally prepared for in case things don't go the way you would like them to go. So you're kind of already ready if something did happen. Whereas if you just can't even imagine that thing not being there anymore and then it just goes, like, you would be in absolute despair. It could be friends in your life as well, friends who you thought were always going to be there for you forever, and they just don't. Then mate, nothing is ever going to be there forever, ever. We live in a world of entropy. Shout out to physics. Okay. Number 4, I think this is a really important one. Don't let anything or anyone steal your peace. Now, what is your peace? I think your peace is like your happiness or your contentment or your joy, or just, you know, when your mind is just in a calm place and, you know, you're not stressing about this or stressing about that or worried about this or worried about that. It's like water when it's just constantly lapping against, you know, a piece of rock. You don't really realize it at first, but over time that rock is eroding slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. And that's what it's like when something is constantly eating away at your peace. And until you get rid of that thing, you're just constantly going to keep getting eroded away, eroded away, eroded away. It may not seem like a big deal at first, but over time you realize, oh my days, this has been eating away at me. What's actually left? Like, what's, do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's so important to look at your life and look at what's around you, look at the situations that you've got going on, and make sure you don't have anything that's stealing away your peace. This is bringing me a lot of peace, I can tell you that now. And no, this is not an unhealthy coping mechanism. Do what makes you happy. Number 5. I think so many people just stop themselves from doing things that make them happy just because of fear, just because they're worried about this, just because they're worried about that. Sometimes it could be they're trying not to be selfish. But listen, yo, life is actually not that long, you know. Like, yo, the way time is moving hella fast. Like, yo, life's moving fast. You need to do more of what makes you happy. You need to put yourself first a little bit more. And I don't mean like you constantly need to put yourself first. You constantly need to be unselfish. But it's just so important, even in the little things. You know, so many people don't allow themselves to do things that just make them happy, that things that they enjoy doing. I get so many messages from people who tell me, oh, you know what, I love making videos, but I'm so scared of uploading a video onto YouTube because I'm scared of what people might think. Yo, why? Why? People are always gonna have opinions, yeah? Always. Start of this year, I won't go into it, but there's just certain things that I wanted to do that I didn't do because I was worried about what this person might think, because I was worried about what that person might think. I was worried about what are they going to think of this, what are they going to think of that, what are they going to think of the other. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you're happy and you're not harming anyone else, do what makes you happy. Everything happens in its own time. Very, very important. I feel like because we live in a generation where things are just instant, I want this now, so it needs to happen now. I'm gonna order this and it's next day delivery, and if it doesn't come tomorrow, then Pretty Little Thing are gonna get a scathing comment in their pictures about why my t-shirt isn't been delivered, and they're just there talking to Kim and the rest of the Kardashians. There's been a lot of jobs that I've tried to go for, a lot of job interviews, and I smashed the interview. Like, I absolutely killed it. Destroyed it. Like, I left them in shock and awe. Like, I walked out and looked back and they were like, we're sending him an acceptance letter today. But I didn't get the jobs. And it's only been until like a couple of months later, when something else has come my way that's even better, that I realised, you know what, that wasn't the right time for that, but it's the right time for this. And then a few months later, something else happens and I'm like, you know what, I'm glad that didn't happen then, because it would have stopped this amazing thing from happening right now. And to add on to that as well, something that I've been doing majorly throughout the year is that you look at other people and what's happening for them, and you're like, why are they getting this, why are they getting that? I work twice as hard, and this person, how come they're getting this and I'm not? Stop watching other people. Don't watch anyone else's lane. You're in your own race, yeah, and you're gonna get to where you need to get to when you're supposed to get there. You know, these lot, you don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. You don't know how hard they've worked. You don't know what they've put in place. You don't even know if what they've got is actually real, because you're not them. You're not living their life. You're living your life. Focus on your lane. Focus on your race. Make things happen for you, and take time and enjoy the journey and the process of what's going on now and what's around you. You know, instead of letting other people and watching what they're doing rob you of your joy. What's the saying now? Is it comparison is the thief of joy? And that's facts upon facts upon facts. I spent so much time looking at how other people are getting so many wins and so few L's, and I've been getting bare L's and so few W's. These times, these same people are looking at me like, yo, Paddy's smashing it, Paddy's doing this, Paddy's doing that. How come I'm not getting this? How come I'm not getting that? How come this ain't happening? Bro, everyone just needs to focus on their own race, because no one knows about the L's. The amount of L's I've taken this year, bro, it's a madness. You know what I'm saying? I've taken L's that some people won't even be able to recover from. So before you look at what other people are doing or getting, just focus on you and focus on your lane. Everything will happen for you in its own time, you know? Words from the wise, you know, and I'm wise because I've got white hair. Number 7, it's okay to be alone. It's kind of two parts actually. It's okay to be alone and it's okay to be bored. I feel like there's a kind of stigma to doing things on your own. After Mads and I split up, like, there was a lot of time where I had to myself that I didn't have before, that would normally spend with Mads. So I didn't know how to be bored. I didn't know how to just be bored. I always had to be on my phone. I always had to be on the phone to someone. I always had to be doing something. I didn't know how to just be bored. Like, it's okay to just be bored. But I feel like our generation are so used to being constantly stimulated, constantly stimulated by so many things that they don't know how to just be. It's okay to just be. And when I say it's okay to just be bored, I don't mean it's okay to just sit there twiddling your thumbs looking at the wall. I mean that time where you're not doing anything. Yeah, take that time to reflect. Like, take that time to think deeply about things. Take that time to think about your life, think about your family, think about your goals, think about what drives you, your ambition, how you can improve as a person, how you can improve career-wise, emotionally, spiritually. There's so many things that we don't think about. There's so many things that we're distracted by, so many things that we don't have this time to just sit there and reflect on the important stuff. You know what I mean? We're constantly on Instagram, constantly refreshing timelines, constantly checking this, constantly checking that, and we're neglecting ourselves, and we're neglecting who we're becoming. Do you know what I'm saying? Give more attention to the real world, which is something 2018 has taught me. As I say, it's so easy to become distracted by all the things that we're stimulated by, the TV, laptops, Netflix, social media. There's just so much that we're given. We don't have time to actually think about the real world, what's going on out there, you know what I mean? Selves time, not just to think about real things, but to do real things as well. Go out with your family. If you sit down with a family, not just family, but friends or anyone, without your phone, just try it. Just try it once. Just sit down with them without your phone. It's a whole different kind of conversation. When you go to concerts and shows, everyone is pulling their phones out and everyone's recording the whole thing on their phone and not even experiencing it in real life. The world does not owe you a single thing. We live in such an entitled generation, right? And I am guilty of it massively. You know, we feel like the world owes us everything. We feel like, why is this person not liked my picture? They don't owe you a like. Why is this person not supporting my music? They don't owe you a thing. Why is this person not retweeting me? They don't owe you nothing. You know, you could work hard. And this goes back to the point I was saying before. When I said that if you believe in something hard enough and you're persistent and consistent enough, you can make it happen. But also, when I said certain things will go against you, yeah? The world sometimes will throw everything at you, and you'll sit there and think, why me? Like, honestly, the world doesn't owe you a thing. Why does it owe you anything? Why should you succeed instead of 7 billion other people, you know? So don't have the mentality of the world owes you something. If you have the mentality of the world owes you nothing, you will actually get a lot further in life, because you won't be expecting anything. If you don't expect anything from the world, then you're not going to be disappointed by anything from the world, because the world ain't going to give you anything unless you go and get it yourself, because it doesn't owe you a single thing. Give yourself some credit. I thought I'd finish it with a positive one. We are our own biggest critics. And this is something that I learned from I don't know what his real name is, and people are going to hate me for not knowing it, but Michael Scofield, the guy who plays Michael Scofield, did a talk, and he was talking about how when his friends do something, or they go through a difficult time, or they make a mistake, and this is the same with us. If your friend has made a mistake, or is going through a difficult time, or something's just not going right in their life, you are going to support them. You're going to say so many kind words to them. You're going to reach out and you're going to try and make them feel better. You're not going to say anything mean to them, are you? If they're already going through a hard time anyway, you're going to try your best to make them feel better and to help them improve their situation, right? But for some reason, when we make mistakes or when we're going through a hard time, we're hard on ourselves. We're so harsh on ourselves. With me, if I make a mistake or if I do something wrong, honestly, it's like I go into depression, and that's no exaggeration. I become so low. It hits me so hard. And he said, he was like, why is it we can be such amazing friends to everyone else, but we can't be our own best friends? Why is it when I make a mistake, I can't be that amazing friend to myself? Why can't I be encouraging to myself? Why can't I be positive and upbuilding to myself? And I sat there like, facts, why? And everything changed. You know, when you just have that turning point, everything changed. And I just realized there's no reason for you to be so hard on yourself. It's not going to help in any way. Those are the 10 things that 2018 has taught me. And I hope that you guys are watching this video and are like, you know what, I can take something away from what 2018 has taught Patrick, and I can apply this for my 2019. And that's why I want you guys to comment below what you guys have been through this year and what you've learned from this year, because I feel like not just myself but whoever else is reading the comments will be like, oh, you know what, I likes what this guy's gone through, and I feel like it's going to help me in this area of my life, so that when 2019 comes, every single one of us has learned from all of our L's and wins in 2018, and we're going into 2019 equipped and fresh and ready to just smash it, you know? So that's been my video for today. That's been my 10 things that 2018 has taught me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Click the like and subscribe button if you did. Thank you so much for being Paddy Gang this year. Like I said, thank you so much, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Much love.